to give us the welcoming remarks. In 2005, Irene Santiago was one of the 1,000 women nominated as a group for the Nobel Peace Prize, Chair Emerita and CEO of the Mindanao Commission on Women, and convener of the National Mothers for Peace movement. She is well known internationally as a strong advocate of gender equality to transform society. Ms. Santiago is one of the few women in the world with personal experience in formal peace negotiations, having served from 2001 to 2004 on the government panel negotiating with the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. She brought to the negotiations 3 decades of experience working with Muslims, especially women in Mindanao, as well as varied experiences within the UN system and with non-governmental organizations. In the Mindanao Commission on Women, Irene initiated the Women's Peace Table, which forms groups all over the country to facilitate public participation in the achievement of peace. She also began a Women's Peace Fund immediately after the signing of the framework agreement by the government and the MILF in October 2012. Mothers for Peace, a grassroots movement she initiated, organizes peace circles throughout Mindanao to promote conflict prevention and resolution. From 2006 and 2008, she served as a senior advisor to the Presidential Advisor on the Peace Process. Ms. Santiago holds a master's degree in journalism from Columbia University, where she was a Fulbright scholar. She received her undergraduate liberal arts degree from the Philippine Women's College of Davao. Ladies and gentlemen, the Philippine Women's College of Davao's supervising trustee, Ms. Irene Santiago.
Good afternoon, everybody. Assalamu alaikum. I am honored to welcome you all to this afternoon's event to launch the campaign, PH Vote, the leader I want. The PwC of Davao is very pleased to partner with Rappler, the innovative social news network committed to bringing about bottom-up, people-centered social change through digital-fueled actions. I am particularly pleased to welcome my friend, Maria Ressa, whom I've known since CNN days, and through ABS-CBN, and now to Rappler. And I am also very pleased to welcome UIC and ISEC Ateneo as partners for this event. Let me begin with a short story called The Monkey Master Fable. It's a 14th century Chinese parable by Liu Ji that outlines a neglected understanding of political power. In the feudal state of Chu, an old man survived by keeping monkeys in his service. The people of Chu called him Julgong, or monkey master. Each morning, the old man would assemble the monkeys in his courtyard and order the eldest one to lead the others to the mountains to gather fruits from bushes and trees. It was the rule that each monkey had to give 1/10 of his collection to the old man. Those who failed to do so would be ruthlessly flogged, and all the monkeys suffered bitterly, but dared not complain. One day, a small monkey asked the other monkeys, "Did the old man plant all the fruit trees and bushes?" The other said, "No, they grew naturally." The small monkey further asked, "Can't we take the fruits without the old man's permission?" The others replied, "Yes, we all can." The small monkey continued, "Then, why should we depend on the old man? Why must we all serve him?" Before the small monkey was able to finish his statement, all the monkeys suddenly became enlightened and awakened. On the same night, Watching that the old man had fallen asleep, the monkeys tore down all the barricades of the stockade in which they were confined and destroyed the stockade entirely. They also took the fruits the old man had in storage, brought all of them to the woods, and never returned. The old man finally died in starvation. So you see, some men and women in the world rule their people by tricks and not by righteous principles. Aren't they just like the monkey master? They are not aware of their muddle-headedness. But as soon as their people become enlightened, their tricks no longer work. But it's not enough to be enlightened. We have to have organized numbers. We are here because we want to build our power based on our numbers to select the leader we want. But the leader we want must reflect us, our values, our aspirations, and our dreams, and not the other way around. Remember the lesson learned from the monkey master fable. As soon as the people become enlightened, the monkey master's tricks no longer work. And when the people use Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, watch out. These days, we all feel a massive sense of unease because we see the huge gap between who we are and the politicians who want to be our leaders. And that is why here in PwC we are starting a creativity revolution in education and in leadership. Our campaign for the kind of leader we want is called I Am ACE, A-C-E. A stands for adaptable, C for creative, and E for ethical. We have identified 3 components of ethical leadership, and we call it HIP. I'm a HIP leader. Holistic, inclusive, and powerful. Holistic means everything. Inclusive means everyone. And powerful means everywhere, every time. Meaning we are using our power to do good all the time. So those who use their power to oppress, steal, lie, and cheat are not powerful. They are just evil. The partnership between Rappler and the PwC of Davao will make our collective voices emerge, amplifying these voices to the max, so that our democracy is indeed by and for the people. We are excited to start new things in PwC of Davao that will significantly contribute to what Rappler and MovePH are doing. We are launching Create TV, our own community TV channel online, which will creatively educate our young people to tell their stories and those of the communities in Davao and Mindanao. We are establishing an Institute for Governance and Ethical Leadership, which will promote our advocacy for the ACE leaders we want. Yes, believe in your power, our power, to continue to have meaningful change in our country. There are 39 million people between the ages of 18 and 35. There are 39 million of you. We need only 20 million to elect a president. The leaders we elect in 2016 and beyond will indeed be the leaders you want. On behalf of Rappler and the PwC of Davao and our partners UIC and ISEC Ateneo, welcome to this great exercise for the good of our beloved country. It's time to fly. Or more appropriately, it's time to tweet. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Irene. That was some welcoming remarks.